on that end, and the Grizzlies are going to need for Luke Kennard, especially with John Morant being down, they're going to need for him to be able to still knock down some shots.
Holmgren hits the three to open the preceding quarter. Well, Kennard has the most playoff experience in terms of games, 26. Both of these teams really light on playoff experience. Pippen covered up by Dort. 10 to shoot. Pippen with a drive. In and out. And a rebound falls to the Thunder.
Very important first 5 minutes of this third quarter. The Grizzlies don't allow the Thunder to establish anything on the offensive end.
The Thunder actually had a winning record when trailing at halftime. They were 14-9 in the regular season. Jaren through the lane, draws a foul.
It may have just been announced to us, but I want for this Grizzlies team, they knew exactly what the task at hand was going to be and what they were going to have to do to be able to pull this basketball game out without John Morant.
Williams, his three is off. Meanwhile, Hartenstein, that was his fourth personal foul. So Hartenstein with 4. And the Thunder tried to play small in that second quarter.
A lot of it was they had to play small because of the foul situation that they had going on.
Jaren works against Hartenstein, and that'll be called an offense. Hartenstein's floater is in. Hartenstein's first bucket of the game, and averaging 10 a game in the first 2.
And that is his go-to shot. That little floater.
Pippen left that one well short. Gilgeous-Alexander turns the corner and misses from the baseline. That one halfway down. Kennard, blow by Dort. Bain, Pippen, Edey. Just the Grizzlies, but it goes out of bounds. At least not a live ball turnover.
Right. Those
Those live ball turnovers in both games 1 and 2, detrimental to the Grizzlies' hopes of wins. Gilgeous-Alexander leans in, fades, and hits. 20 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Europe coming over from Paris. Edey got 5. Mark Daigneault does not make any changes, even though Hartenstein has the 4 fouls. Bain drives, has it blocked. But
rely upon in this scenario.
Jaren, 6 to shoot, wheels in the lane against the double team. Bain for 3, bingo!
Out of these late double teams by the Oklahoma City Thunder. One early was a tic-tac-toe play that led to a lob for Edey from John Morant, and then nice 3 there to Desmond Bain. Good steal here by Kennard.
Kennard with the steal. One way to get your pace back. Pippen on the bounce. In traffic.
Offensive foul.
First time in his career coming over as a free agent from the New York Knicks. Crushing Denver 65-47 at halftime.
That is.
Well, that's why I suggested that the Thunder were going to really try to get a sweep out of this. That 3-ball missed. Pippen the rebound, and he gets fouled.
This level of effort and execution and not allowing the Thunder to play up and down basketball, they can push them to a limit that they weren't expecting also.
Dort picks up his second personal foul, 13th foul on the Thunder. Jackson against Hartenstein, takes him in the lane, hooks and hits.
Jaren almost grabbed at his left ankle when he was getting up.
A lot of physicality in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander out of the double. Hartenstein swings to Williams. Grizzlies up 24. Williams. But then Holmgren comes up with a loose ball. Another second chance opportunity for the Thunder. Grizzlies 5 blocks on the night. Kennard for 3. And Dort the rebound. Quality look for Kennard. He struggled in the latter stages of the season, shooting the 3-ball after shooting so well in the month of January. Hartenstein's floater is long. Dort taps out the rebound. Holmgren puts it on the deck. Hartenstein throws ball here. 5 gone by in the third. Pippen, a 3. Loose. But the Thunder have 8 offensive rebounds. Bain, and the Grizzlies turn it over. Turnovers were not an issue in the first half. They're starting to become an issue here in the third quarter. Alexander knocks down a 3.
I talked earlier about you cannot dribble into traffic with this Thunder defense. They are too good with their hands, and the length of their wing players is something that you have to be aware of.
Knock away.
Oh, wow, Lou George just took Desmond Bain out on the screen.
Bain for 3. Long rebound to Williams. Joe forced inside the arc. Dort will try a 3. Kennard able to reel in the rebound. Bain thought about that 3 and then a bad cross-court pass stolen by Isaiah Joe. But the Grizzlies get back and get organized defensively. Alexander against the double team. Williams, shot clock at 5. A corner 3 by Holmgren is in.
Desmond Bain's got to be, in terms of the passes that he's going to make, be aggressive, but then you got to be better in terms of where you're throwing the basketball.
Pippen, a drive, a spin in traffic, a Bain 3. Alexander
able to get the stops that then allowed him to push the basketball. Right now, the Thunder are forcing this to become a half-court executing game for the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies 2 for 9 shooting in the period. Holmgren, an open 3.
Ball so that you don't allow this Thunder team to get out and run and get easy scoring opportunities.
John Conchar into the game. Edey's out. Jaren Jackson Jr. against Cason Wallace has the size mismatch, misses, and then follows it up and in. Jaren Jackson Jr. working the offensive glass.
See if they can ride the shoulders of Jaren Jackson Jr. here in this third quarter.
Holmgren peels in the lane and lays it in. The Grizzlies cannot track down Chet Holmgren. 14 for Holmgren, averaging 19.5 in the series. Pippen has Holmgren. Pippen 4 to shoot behind the back, and Aldama 3. Rebound Holmgren. He's everywhere at the moment. 6th rebound for Holmgren.
The thing about all of this is this is being done without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really being a part of the offense.
Holmgren again.
The thing is, the one person you can't move away from, you can't get away from Chet Holmgren on the defensive side.
And he is in a rhythm right now. 16 in the period. Bain drives, steps back, and drops in a long jumper. 2 or a 3. They're initially scored as a 3.
I think they called it a 2 partner initially.
Holmgren drives, misses, rebound Jackson. They did call it a 2.